think the times made us political. You know, the Depression had a big effect on all of us, and Hoover and his nonsense about a chicken in every pot seemed like utter nonsense. So, you know, my father's drugstore was not making any money, and things were tough. And I think that the whole Depression particularly was the thing that politicalized both of us. And we thought there must be a better way of running a world.
Well, I remember it was the height of the Depression, and people were talking about a war.
But the Depression got me to thinking about a lot of things, and they were pretty horrible days. Real hunger that people today know so little about.
The Depression hit with full force in 1929. I was 14 years old. I was not yet a radical, but I began to wonder about certain things. Like when I was about 11 years old, the first time I saw a man picking food out of a garbage can. I was very upset.
That was the song of the Depression. Once I built the railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built the railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a time? There were, what, like 10 million unemployed?
It just seemed everybody was looking for change, and everybody wanted answers to this terrible deprivation of housing, food, jobs.
As I was growing up, and I began to wonder why there was so much poverty in the world when there was so much wealth, I began to move towards the left, and finally wound up in the Young Communist League. I was very active there.
Well, I spent a lot of time in the West Village. I went to Cooper Union. I went to all the lectures there. I mean, I want to know, you know, why we were so poor and why people were so hungry. And
33, 34, 35, 36. My heart wanted to believe in the Soviet cause as opposed to the fascists, Nazis. I mean, Hitler began to really show his colors by 36, 35, 36. And I remember more and more thinking that the choice for the whole world was between fascism and, God help us, communism. I didn't see it as a choice between fascism and American-style democracy. I saw American democracy at that time as a student of everyday affairs as disappointing, full of unemployment, this and that, the whole story. So I saw it as a choice, and reluctantly, well, it wasn't so much reluctantly, there was no choice. You had to repudiate Hitlerism, the Nazis. So the alternative seemed to be Soviet communism. And that's part of our heartbreak too, that it turned out to be such a disappointment.
But we're still looking for a better way to run the world. We certainly are looking for it now. We're looking for it desperately now.